Sitting in 7 is Leicester Riders with 8 wins, 10 losses. They brought in Teddy Allen, also known as Teddy Buckers, from the CEBL to help push their team to get back up the table. They know they probably won't win the league this season, but they're looking to win the playoffs or the trophies. Rob Paternoster's goal is obviously to get a trophy this season, and that's why he's pushing so hard. Brought a new squad in, fresh faces, and he's hoping to build a new franchise around them. Sitting in 6 is Newcastle Eagles. They have improved massively. From the beginning of the season, they were getting beaten quite a lot by a lot of teams. Mark Struttle's managed to turn that around and get them back up the table. With this team, they're looking to go into the playoffs and have a deep run. Next up is Abita Lions team, Sheffield Sharks. They sit at 5th with 9 wins, 8 losses. They are very good at defense and transition, but their offense is quite poor. They need something that a player that brings them just over the edge so they can get back up the table and have a deep playoff run. It's going to be a long season for them, especially since they have a new arena just like the Caledonian Gladiators, but we'll wait and see what happens. Cheshire Phoenix sits at 2nd with 12 wins and 6 losses. Ben Thomas's team is doing wonders. They have outperformed themselves with Ben Thomas coaching. He has managed to bring the team to the 2nd, just sits underneath London Lions. They have managed to beat London Lions, I believe, this season, and they're definitely proving to be contenders in the playoff series. We'll see what happens in that time. Sitting at 8th is the Surrey Scorchers, Lloyd Gardner's team. Lloyd Gardner has managed to take the team up the table from sitting at bottom just like last season, managed to win some games this season. Hopefully they can win more games and get into the playoffs and maybe have a deep run. Right now the Surrey Scorchers organisation need to rally around and support Lloyd Gardner as he's doing wonders with the small team he has. Sitting at 4th is the Bristol Flyers, Coach Kapulis' team, 10 wins and 10 losses. The team is very, very high energy. They're actually having a good season this season. They really would like to be higher up. They have 10 losses, so that means that something has to work in defence. I think Brad Green is being overused as an offensive and a defensive player. You can see they're already missing, I've forgotten his name, Delpesh. So yeah, you can see that this is a team that really needs another big man. Next up is the Plymouth City Patriots, Paul James's team. Paul James took on the task of taking the Plymouth City Patriots up the table. Recently, they have a team member that just left in Johnson, and now Paul James has to rally to get the team back on task to get up the table or at least try to make the playoffs. With Carl Hessop leaving as well, Paul James has a hell of a task to get into the playoffs and do something to salvage this season. Next up is the Manchester Giants, Brian Simonian's team. They have 6 wins and 12 losses. This is a team that should be higher up in the table, at least competing for the title. But unfortunately, they are sitting bottom. Brian is trying to make sure the team works around his tactics and starting to get the players working in tune. He hasn't had all the players to work with. Now he's got William Lee back. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can reach the playoffs. Sitting at the top end of the league is the Caledonian Gladiators. With Gareth Murray's team, their season has been impressive. They have 11 wins and 6 losses. This team has been in Europe and done well in Europe. Even though they're not in Europe anymore, they are definitely challenging for the title this season. Hopefully they can go deep into a playoff run or even win the trophy. There's 2 teams to looking out for when getting the trophy, and that's Ben Thomas's team and Gareth Murray's team. Ben Thomas is looking to take the trophy and Gareth Murray is looking to defend that title. We'll see what happens later on this season. Sitting at the top is the London Lions with 18 wins and 3 losses. This team is incredible. Matt Morgan, Conor Morgan, Sam Decker. We have a team that can literally take on the Euro Cup, and that's what's going on. Jordan Taylor as the captain. Peter Bezos must be impressed with this team so far. I think they're striving to get more transition shots and more defensive plays, but this team is incredible. Hopefully they win the league and go deep into the playoffs as well.